Welcome to Love by Design, the podcast for high achieving women who are ready to stop performing for love and start building it from truth, from alignment. Because you don't attract what you want, you attract what you be. Let's begin. Hi there, and welcome back to Love by Design. So, today I want to talk about a very recent experience that I had and speed dating. And I know that the world is loving the whole idea of in-person meetings, organic, but I want to share what my experience was and how you can flip it so that you can attend speed dating events and get better results consciously. So let me paint a picture of what it was that I saw. Before the event even started, we were making small talk as most people do, just trying to get settled in. And within a few minutes, a woman who had just joined my little group of women started talking about her ex. And it was so shocking to me, at least. She was talking about how he left her for a younger woman and how she doesn't believe that men want this and that. Trust me, the pain was real. I could feel it. But you're at the speed dating event. If that's the aura and the attitude that you're coming with, opening up to a total stranger in the first 5 minutes of walking in, then that is the signal of what your night is going to turn out to be. And then the speed dating event started. So women were seated and the men rotated through. Almost every single man who sat across from me had the same story. Is this your first time at these kind of events? Oh, I've been to so many of these and they never work. Nothing ever comes out of it. Even the women I match with never respond. No one wants to date anymore. People are not really looking for a relationship. Breathe is what I had to say. Take a deep breath and just breathe. It was a series of complaints, frustrations, disappointments, without even getting to experience why they were here in the first place. So I spent most of my time trying basically to coach these men, trying to bring them back into the present moment so that they can take the mask off and actually start to enjoy the speed dating experience. And when they did, the real person showed up. Every single time I kept doing it over and over again. And I was like, wow, is this what is happening at these events? Exactly the same thing happening on the apps. Exactly the same thing is happening when people meet organically. Exactly the same things when people are even introduced by their friends. So here's my summary of what happened that night. Every man who led with a complaint about the dating scene, well, that wasn't small talk. That was all their pain and frustration showing up. And they were just looking for somebody to witness it. And they felt that if we started with a common pain point, then that will maybe be a bonding thread. But that's just trauma bonding. So it revealed to me something really, really important. If people are showing up to speed dating events this way, how will they show up in an actual relationship? Because when you haven't examined the way you show up and the patterns that you're carrying and the stories that you're still bringing into dating spaces, then the results will continue to remain the same. And here's the beautiful thing about speed dating. Speed dating is actually fantastic because now it's no longer just the app swiping. You get to meet people in person. But what a lot of people miss is that speed dating actually requires preparation. And I'm not talking about a script or rehearsed answers. No, I'm talking about inner preparation because the version of you that walks through that door is the version that shows up on the table. So if you haven't processed your ex or your healing or what you think about the dating world or the beliefs that you have about men or women, then that is going to show up because you're just carrying that aura, that negative, low vibrational aura into the space. And you only have 5 minutes. So if you're desperate for this to work out, well, people are going to feel it before you say the word. If you're carrying the weight and the baggage of all your past trauma, people are going to feel it before you say anything. So you need to prepare before you go on these speed dating events. Get clear on what you're there to assess. Don't just show up and be like, oh, I'm just checking it out to see what's happening here, what the whole noise or the whole excitement is all about. And it shouldn't also be about, I'm coming here to find my person. No, you're here to assess. There's a big difference. So decide how you want to show up. No performance, show up. Being present. Leave all the wounds and all the baggage at the door. And it's not because they don't matter, but it's because you're closing yourself off and you're showing up with an aura that you don't necessarily want to lead with. This is all about the frequency that you're showing up with, and there needs to be a balance. So once you know we've grounded yourself, you've decided why you're going to this event and chosen to be present while you're there, then you're grounded enough to start to meet people. The real you will show up, and it would also reflect and mirror back in the people that are sitting across you from the table. So like I said, speed dating events are actually quite unique because there's no screens, there's no AI crafted messages, there's no curated photos. You're just here to experience the other person's energy in real time. This is when you can lean into your body, and if you're present enough, you can tell whether the person is present or whether they're performing. Because like I always say, your body always knows first before your mind starts to tell you stories about what is actually happening. So you're able to look around and say, okay, is he making contact, or is he just in a hurry, scanning the room, ready to run away to the next table? Is he asking questions? Is he listening to your responses? Does the conversation feel like two people meeting, or is it just another case of two people auditioning to be selected? I believe that speed dating is one of the best environments available to really practice your discernment. So I want you to use it that way. So most of the questions at speed dating events, same as the apps, is pretty much the same thing. So what do you do? Where do you live? Have you been to these before? Surface questions, and they only produce surface answers. So if you're choosing to go to speed dating events, I want to give you some things that you might want to try after you've done the preparation, obviously. Ask them things like, what's something that you're genuinely excited about right now? What does your weekend actually look like? What does a Sunday evening look like for you, or a Saturday morning? What's one thing that you've learned about yourself recently? Right? These feel very light, pretty much same as the dating apps as well. It feels light, but they're not light. They give you a deeper insight into the person, who they are, whether they're reflective, whether they know themselves, whether they're self-aware enough to answer, not just some AI prompted response that sounds good or looks good. You get to feel how the person shows up. The way someone answers matters as much as what they're actually saying. So do they light up? Are their eyes going all over the place? Do they deflect? Do they try to avoid the question? Do they go blank? Because now they're thinking about what to say that's going to sound good or make them look good. Use that as your data to know. Use your entire body in that conversation. Use it. Have warm eye contact, not intense, warm. Have that open body language so that they know you're receptive, not performing openness, like actually open. You're not here to say, okay, happily ever after. You're here to assess. You're here to explore. Listen more. Listen deeply. More than just your ears. You're listening the entire body expression of this person. Notice what happens to your own body when they say certain things, because how a person makes you feel in their presence is a reflection of whether you're aligned with this person or not. So if you feel like yourself tightening up or something doesn't feel right, you have that unease about you, again, that's data. Your nervous system is running real time, assessing the person said it right across from you. So trust whatever it's telling you. Another thing that I want to say about speed dating events is, look, not every 5-minute conversation will spark. Some will still be in their wounds when they sit down. Like I met almost every single man that sat across with me was the same. Most will be performing. Maybe a few will be genuinely interesting, and they might still not be right for you. And that's okay. None of that is about you. Conscious speed dating is data gathering. It's not approval seeking. So I want you to detach from the outcome. Just stay present in the experience and enjoy it. You're in a room full of people that want to connect. That's important. Every single person in there has a desire to connect. So even the difficult conversations are teaching you something. It's teaching you about what is out there, the dating landscape, about people, about what people are responding to. And more importantly, it's also teaching you about yourself. So I want you to go in being curious, not desperate, because desperation is just icky and it shows up. So speed dating is great. If you don't want the app, speed dating is another great way to meet people. If you do it consciously, it can actually be a powerful experience because now it's 5 minutes, it's not 50 minutes. So it's quick, it's fast, and you can feel the people really, really quickly. It is real energy. It's not hiding behind the screen. So they're right there in front of you. You can assess quicker than you can do over a phone. Make sure that you prepare before you walk in. Your internal state, not rehearsed answers, your internal state. Show up present, so key, and keep your aura open, welcoming, and discerning. Ask better questions, trust your body, let go of the outcome. The goal isn't to live with a match. The goal is to leave having shown up as yourself, fully, whole, clearly, and consciously. And that's what makes the right connection possible. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. And if it stirred something in you, trust that. Alignment isn't a concept, it is a calling. And if you're feeling the nudge to take this work deeper, then I want you to go ahead and book your Aligned Love Assessment, where we map your patterns, reveal what's keeping you stuck, and explore your journey to aligned love. You can book your session at joannwosu.com. Until next time, remember, you're not here to earn love, you're here to embody it. So keep dating by design, not by default. See you next week.